I made a horrible mistake yesterday, and I'm going through the emotions today of the mistake I made yesterday. And I think this mistake, there's a lot of salespeople out there that are making the same mistake. I think this mistake, there's a lot of sales leaders out there that might be making this catastrophic mistake. And I think there's a lot of business owners out there that are still making this mistake today. And I'm gonna walk you through my journey today, my thought process of the mistake that I made and how to avoid it and get back to my true authentic self. And my true authentic self is the self that brought me to this level today. So hopefully by the end of this video, you will realize what the mistake is and you'll make sure that you never make the same mistake that I made yesterday. Let's get into it. Yesterday, I was at the Originator Connect presenting my Mastering the Mortgage World. Mastering the Mortgage World is a package that helps people with every single play, script, strategy to master the mortgage world in all aspects. I was speaking on stage and I was shooting content all day long. And I was running and running and running. And then after my stage talk, people started coming up to me and thanking me for the talk and asking me questions. And as they were asking me questions, I wasn't engaged and I wasn't being active and presently listening to them. My wife actually had to call it out to me. She's like, hey, did you even hear that guy and what he told you? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, he said he spent $18,000 on leads and he got burnt and you completely waived it and just were trying to figure out if you wanted to buy your masterclass. I'm like, holy shit, how the hell did I miss something like this? And then the conversation went even deeper into when I first started in sales, I was never trying to prove myself. I was just being authentic. I did so well in sales because I was talking to people and I like talking to people and helping people. And that differentiated me from everybody else because I was building good relationships with people and giving them sales that actually mattered. Meaning all of my sales were emotional sales. I got to know clients, they got to know me. Whether I was selling cell phone chargers to gas stations, I got to know the business owners and their families and why this business was important. Or I was selling mortgages over the phone. I figured out why the mortgage was important and the means of cash out or savings and what that would do for them in their lives. And then even when I became a leader, I never ever flaunted my leadership. I acted out of care and I got to know my people and I built personal relationships with them, and I was more of a therapist for my people a lot of times than I was a sales leader. But then my people drove through walls for me. I made a boot camp for my people because I wanted them to find success. I made an onboarding system and all these things because I wanted my salespeople to get the life they deserved. And people noticed that. At Rocket Mortgage, people would come up to me, man, what are you doing? You're doing all this great stuff. They would call me in. I was never trying to sell anybody that I was a great leader. I was just being an authentic, great leader because I actually cared. Fast forward to the broker shop. I start consulting broker shop after broker shop. And what made me different is I went in there and I pretended it was my own business. And also that I actually cared. I would get to know the business owners, why this business was important, find out the opportunities, and then I would make a plan and treat it like my own business for 30, 60, 90 days, and their production would double and triple because I was being authentic. I never used to tell the business owners, look at what I'm doing, look what I did for you, look at all my proof. I was just being myself. Even opening my own brokerage, I was just being myself, helping people, bringing them in and trying to show them the roadmap of success so they could find financial freedom and change their life like I changed mine. So going back to the event yesterday and the mistake, you're probably thinking, what the hell is this mistake that you made? The mistake that I made yesterday is I started looking at people that were talking to me as an object and a price tag, saying, is this person actually going to buy something from me or are they wasting my time? And that was never the kind of person that I was. And because I did that yesterday, not only did I not really give people the right advice and help them, but I probably missed out on some sales if I actually would have listened, dug deep, met with people. People are going to navigate towards me and my product and service is going to do well because it helps people do well. So instead of looking at people like an object and I'm just trying to sell them, I need to actually get back to myself of actually listening, caring, and just helping people and being authentic, and good karma will come. That's how I always sold. And this is a mistake people make. Salespeople, you're trying to sell a client, they could sniff that and smell that, and you're not listening to them and caring about who they are, and you just get into the mindset of I just need to sell, sell, sell. I need this many deals. I need to get paid this much. I don't want another day to go to waste. And that affects your mentality, that affects your approach, that affects your personality, and that affects your energy. And people sense that energy. Sales leaders, you start looking at your people like objects. And instead of like caring about them and what they're going through and thinking of it from their perspective and stepping inside of their shoes to understand what they're going through, you start looking at them as a number. How many deals did they do for me? How many deals are they going to do today? You had 0 yesterday, you had a horrible day. And then people stop gravitating towards you as their leader because they're like, this person doesn't give a shit about me. All they care about is my business and what I'm doing for them, but they don't care about me deeper than that. And then business owners. A lot of times business owners, all we're looking at is the numbers. How much could I make? How much do these customers bring in? We stop caring about the customer experience. We stop caring about customer service. We stop caring about the journey that your customer goes through and what they're actually going through and how you could give them the best experience possible and customize a solution that really matters to them. In return, they will refer people to you and stay with you forever. And sometimes we go back to the numbers. How could we upsell them a little more? How could we raise our prices? How could we get more customers in the door? And we stop thinking about what is the actual customer facing? What does the actual customer need? And how could we give this customer the best experience they've ever had? So it's an aha moment for me. And today's day 2 of the show, by the way. So I'm telling you this shit live as soon as it hits me. And today I even told Brandon here behind the camera that, today I'm going to be filming and doing content and helping people, and I don't give a shit about my sales. I don't have any expectation to sell anything today. I want to shake people's hands, look them in their eyes, and actually help them. And I know in return, if I do actually help them, it'll come back to me tenfold. And that's all I'm going to focus on today is presence in the moment. I think it's a very valuable tip if you're listening out there. What do you do? Are you a business owner? Are you a salesperson? And with what you do and what you sell, are you just looking at the numbers and trying to close the deal? And did you stop caring about the actual human behind your product or service? If you did, hopefully this is a wake-up call to you that you could start going back to day 1 of the fundamentals of actually caring about people, changing their lives, having a targeted approach to every single person that you talk to, and really trying to maximize the result just for them. Whether they buy from you or they don't buy from you, just try to help everybody in the realm of your business or your service or product. My name is Ace. This is Acez Academy. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, and share it with anybody you love. We're doing this for you. Thank you guys for being here. Drop a comment and let me know how I could help you. Send me an email and let me know how I could help you. You don't have to buy anything from me. I'm just here to help you. Thank you guys for your time.